What's up, everybody?
How are you today? I'm so glad, Perry, that you are with us.
Yeah, all that.
We are very excited to have you back. But before I get into anything, I wanted to let you guys know that today's video is sponsored by uh, fragrancenet.com. This is where you get your perfumes at a good price. Now, I put down in my comment section, I mean, in the link below, the perfume that I decided to put on my display was DNG Light Blue for Women. Okay. It's one of the first gifts Perry's sister. You guys know who Perry's sister is. The one I don't really get along with now. She used to buy me the best gifts. I will give her that. She used to give me these really nice colognes and perfumes and stuff like that. This is a really light fragrance. And the reason why I picked this to put on my display today is because you can't smell perfumes online that you never smelled before. So I used to love perfume reviews. This is one to this day, one of my favorite perfumes that I got. God, do you remember when your sister gave me that gift?
No,
Well,
I can't.
sometime back, but it's a classic. And so if you guys are into perfumes, I am into perfumes. I don't know what it is. Like before I go live, I spray myself.
Like, where the hell you going?
I remember Adam used to say, "Why are you putting on your fragrance?" I just do. I do. I put cologne in my hair and on my neck. I don't know. But anyway, check that out. I believe I get a certain amount of commission. I can't remember what it was. So just check it out and see if you guys like it, and let me know what you think about it. All right, now let's get into what this video is going to be about today. Today, we're going to talk about Simone Biles and her other gymnast, Mykayla Skinner is her name, and the feud that they're getting into. It's a mess. All right, and then we're going to talk about that sad interview that Carlos King gave to Funky Dineva. It was just sad. It was sad, as in ridiculous, as in why are we rehashing this? Sad, as in nobody wants to hear this anymore. Okay, you had your chance to talk about it, but I think Carlos King is using Funky Dineva. I'll get to that in a minute. Okay, and then we're going to talk about, if I have time, maybe I won't have time because I'm going to be talking about Carlos, and also in talking about Carlos, that ties in the Phaedra thing and what I think about her returning and stuff like that. Okay, so this should be really quick. Oh no. Oh, and then I want to talk about Asian people calling. What is that fame? She was on Charlie's Angels. Let me see if I can pull up their name. They're calling her ugly, and they're saying that she's not pretty in Asian standards. This is a mess. This is a mess. Well, I can't think of her name. It was at the top tip of my tongue. Let's see if I can find it. This is what we're going to talk. We're going to talk about other cultures' mess today, and not ours. Okay, we did enough about ours. Let's talk about other cultures today. I still can't remember her name, and I closed Lucy Liu. Lucy Liu. They are calling Lucy Liu ugly. Do you know who Lucy Liu is, Perry?
No idea.
You don't. We're going to talk about that. That is a mess. That is a mess. Let's. Hmm? Yeah, it's a mess. We might as well start with it, okay? I love Lucy Liu. I love Lucy Liu. I always thought she was beautiful for an Asian woman, but they're saying that she's not. Okay, so it's really bad. It's really, really bad. Okay, so this Asian guy, his name is Johnny Lee. He posted saying that Americans think Lucy Liu is so beautiful, but she's not beautiful in the Asian culture. I'll read his words exactly. Westerners think Lucy Liu is pretty, but for us Asians, she is far from it. Oh my God, this is terrible. She has the exaggerated facial features of Asians, which is probably why Hollywood led her to fame as the token Asian girl. Oh my God. Now, you say, Sharrell, you got your own business African Americans have their own business. Americans, why are you getting into this? Okay. Well, I'm glad you asked. Hold on, I gotta put that up. Hi, Ghetto Cooking Show came through. Yes, green, green, green. Okay, not no more green screen. Thank you, Ghetto Cooking Show. Okay, so but I found it interesting, not because I'm a troublemaker, because listen, every culture has their dirt. It is what it is, right? You got black people uh, with the colorism. What color are you? I'm darker than you. I'm lighter than you. And other cultures goes, what? You're all black. That doesn't make any sense. Every culture has their dirt, right? And the way that they operate and the way that they do things, right? So, Americans start people start jumping in. How dare you call Lucy Liu not attractive? She's beautiful and we love her and all of that. But I decided to do it because I'm going to talk about what nobody else talks about. That's the Asian culture, okay? They have their mess going on, right? I used to have a good friend, very good Asian male friend. You remember Bay, right?
Yeah.
And he would tell me all of the not dirt, but the dark side that goes on in the Asian community. And one of the things that go on in the Asian community is they're very, very color struck. Okay, I thought only black people do that. No. Asians do it too. They worship white people. They love white skin. Even the government puts skin lightener in the soap. And I'm not making this up. This is what somebody told me, an Asian person told me. In the soap. If you are a dark Asian, you get treated horrible. They get their eyes done to look more American. They think it looks more American. No, specifically white. They think it'll make them look more white. They get their eyes done. I don't know the difference. I'm not paying attention like that. I mean, I guess a lot of them get it done. You know, a lot of girls get plastic surgery too that we don't know about. But what I didn't know is they're very, very unfair to African Americans and the gay community. I'm gonna put it out there. Okay, we're gonna talk about it. Okay. Yeah, they love bleaching their skin. They bleach their skin. They don't want any pigment in their skin. And I don't know if you remember this. They used to call like Native Americans red skin, and then there's black, and they would call Asians yellow skin. They're not naturally fair skin. I would compare it to a light-skinned black person. But have you ever seen them? They're like pale, pale white. That's the bleaching. It's crazy. But they don't like African Americans, and they do not like the gay community. Let's start with African Americans, okay? Because I never thought about Asian culture. It just doesn't cross my mind, maybe because it doesn't affect me. But do you guys remember when the coronavirus first came out? They are very, very racist towards African Americans. They do not like African Americans. And when the virus first came out, it started in their country, but they said that it was the Africans that brought it over to their countries, and they knew they were lying. And so, but to go with this story, they took all of the African people and kicked them out their country, even if you didn't have anywhere to go. And there were just rows and rows of African people lined up. Do you guys remember this?
I remember it.
They just kicked all the black people out and said that they brought over the virus when they knew it was a damn lie. I'm never going to forget it. They are very, they don't like black people. They just don't. Not every single one. I'm talking about the masses and the stereotypes. They don't like black people. I just thought it was the damnedest thing, because I actually seen footage of them coming into your home, telling you to get your shit, walking you to the border, and having you sit on the border until you can get back over into your country. And they said it was because Africans brought in the virus.
Damn, we don't get no respect.
Not all, because I had a very good friend. If he was a guy, his name was Beethoven. I love Beethoven, but he was talking about things that go on in the Asian community. And one of the things is they want to be white. I thought it was weird. Now, every other culture has their dirt. We've talked about ours a lot. We've talked about white peoples. Now it's time to talk about Asians, okay? Talking about the Asians. And we're going to get to the Indians next because, I'm grandmother's 100% Choctaw Indian, and we'll get into that one day too. But I thought that was weird. Okay, they really frown upon homosexuality. I can't stand it. This is what really makes me mad. Is gay is nothing new. It's been around for decades, but you got these weird countries that want to, I don't know, get rid of it, shun it. They close down all the gay community.
Clubs and stuff.
No, it's not a club. It's where you go and you can get information, and and they'll tell you what neighborhoods and stuff like that where you can get gay information. They closed all those down in China. You cannot say that you're gay in China without getting shunned. Will they ever change? You can get arrested for it in some countries in Africa. Will people ever change?
Nope.
Is that one of the reasons a lot of people want to live in the United States? We have freedom of speech. We're more accepting. I just can't. So, I knew that about the Asians. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. Like, they're very, they have all these crazy rules that they've got to live by. And they don't let people just be people. But it is a communist country. So I'm hoping, I don't know, with the sweatshops, I don't know. It's a lot. They got a lot going on. They kill you in Muslim countries for being gay.
Yeah, it's some countries.
Damn. That's what you heard. So I have a lot of gay people in my family. I'm a gay activist. That kind of stuff bothers me. Damn. That's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, hi, George from Huntsville. We're going to talk about Huntsville. We're going to talk about all that Carlos King stuff. But I wanted to say that. And I'm glad that Lucy Liu is being herself, not letting that stuff bother her. I hate it when people say this person's beautiful, this person's ugly, because that's what you think is beautiful. We're all God's children. And it really just shatters little girls' self-esteem. And I hate it, and I'm not going to be a part of it. So I had to call people out. What? I didn't know about this in Jamaica. I'm hearing crazy shit about Jamaica. I'm gonna have to do a show one day about Jamaica. I'm hearing crazy shit about Jamaicans, okay? It used to be illegal in this country. Well, I don't remember that. It was shunned, but I don't remember it being illegal to be gay. Was it, Perry?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, I don't really remember that. Not to say that it didn't happen, but I feel like we're coming around and, each decade is getting better. That's how I feel, but I don't know. Gay people go through terrible discrimination. My favorite person in the world is trans, and, isn't it terrible, Perry? Just people act like, I don't know. People always find ways to divide people. Either it's money, you're broke, I'm poor, religion, you're this, I'm that, color of your skin. It's just crazy. Maybe that's just the way that it is. Listen to this. I'm Jamaican and it's true. Wow.
Damn.
This is what I like about my channel is that, let me explain this really quick before I move on. When I first became a blogger, I used to bend over backwards for celebrities. I don't know why. I just wanted them to like me, I guess. I felt that, if they wanted me to say this, I would say that. And then I gave that up. Why do somebody else's dirty work? You feel a certain way, you got some scandal going on, you take care of it. I became about the people. So I come on here and say exactly what I want, how I feel, because I'm paid to do that. And let you guys say how you feel. Because I can't stand it when you see bloggers and they're working with a certain celebrity and they won't say anything bad and it looks like they have no common sense.
Right.
I say what I want on this channel. So let's talk about the Funky Dineva interview with Carlos King. Now, I'm just going to say this straight up, and I don't care who likes it and who doesn't like it. Carlos King has a lot of baggage. When I say that he ran Love and Marriage Huntsville into the ground, I'm not saying that to be mean. When I tell you that Kiki Jabbar took her own life because of Love and Marriage Huntsville, and he said nothing about it until I made a video like, you didn't even say her name. And then, of course, the whole audience in Love and Marriage Huntsville, they don't like him either. Carlos King, I don't understand why he causes trouble. R&B divas, the Real Housewives of Atlanta's, Love and Marriage DC, Bad and Bougie, the Real Love and Marriage DC. He causes big trouble. Then he worms his way out of it. And act like it never happens. He's still going around saying that he didn't get fired from Atlanta. He won't tell us why you told Phaedra that Kandi had a sex dungeon, because she said it was you. She said it was you. You never brought it up. Then you tried to kiss Kandi's ass by saying, oh, she didn't get fired. To this day, he won't admit if he got fired from anything. He does crazy shit. Like, he knows Love and Marriage Huntsville is probably the worst reality TV show right now. The ratings prove it. He posted on his social media, yay, guys, we got 3 million views. I'm telling you, they never got anything this season higher than $300. Well, let me see if I kept that. Somebody sent me this. Let's see if I kept this. This is how I found out that he posted on his social media that he's taking it down now because this show is no longer going to exist. This is what I'm hearing. But this is how he tried to fool the viewers into keep watching the show. I'm not making this up. He posted on his social media that they got 3 million views.
Keeps being referenced in the article because if it flat out was 3 million viewers, it would just say that. And the fact that Carlos King grayed out the bottom portion of the article, which is the actual receipt, right? That is the actual receipt, right? Of what this is, right? He tried to, cut out some of this article to just focus in on the 3 million viewers and try to make it seem like nearly 4 million people are tuning into this tomfoolery this season when we all know that is a flat out lie, you guys.
He has viewers calling him out. Kendall says, I'm a mix of 3 cultures. All are horrible. Ooh, to what's not their own. I could make y'all cringe. It never gets better. Well, it might not ever get better. And I guess cultures will always have their downsides, but I'm not going to stop talking about it. People need to lighten up. I don't know. The Chinese got a lot going on. They got a lot going on. I'll say that way. But anyway, but Carlos King is no better.
Right.
He's just like a troublemaker. And he ran Love and Marriage Huntsville and turned all these shows into the ground where no one wants to work with him anymore. And then he never admits that he got fired, or he never admits that he started this trouble or this drama. I hear that they're canceling Love and Marriage Huntsville and he's begging them to play the last 3 episodes. But I'm being told they are not. So we're going to see what happens. But, I've been told that they fired you. Why don't you confront that, Carlos? Did they fire you or not? Is Kiki Jabbar's family mad at you because there was an argument that took place that had to do with Love and Marriage Huntsville with you and Melody? Is that true? You act like none of this shit is going on and that you're just in the dark. When not only are you not in the dark, I'm hearing you're behind it all. You throw your cast members through the ringers, you lie on them, you put them in crazy positions, and then you want everybody to think they're bad, but they're doing you a favor by being a villain for the show. So he interviews Funky Dineva. And the reason Perry's being quiet, because I said, let me tell this part, because I'm pissed. He used Funky Dineva. The reason of this interview, if you ask me, was one, so he can make money off of it, because that's what he's doing now. Because he wasn't making money on Love and Marriage Huntsville. That's what I'm being told. If I'm lying, step up and correct it. You had to become a blogger because you weren't making that much money on Love and Marriage Huntsville, and everybody knows that. So you come to blogging, you down all the bloggers. Say, I don't want to be a blogger. I'm not a blogger, right? And then when you find out the bloggers get paid 10 times more than the cast members, now you're a successful blogger, he calls himself. I give Carlos King 1 year. 1 year. And then all of his shenanigans is going to come to light, and people are going to see him for his true colors. There's a reason that Phaedra won't talk to him. There's a reason why Portia won't talk to him. There's a reason why Candy won't talk to him. He's messy. He's very messy. And as much as I try to support him, I can't ignore the things that are being said about him. You just can't. I even got on Perry. I was like, don't say anything bad about Carlos King, but the stories are getting worse and worse, and you're not confronting them. And the millimeters and then all the other fans, nobody likes you. How come the audience doesn't like Carlos King? Because they're putting 2 and 2 together. 2 and 2 equals messy. Messy, messy, messy. And if you're going to be messy, that's cool. Do it like Dr. Heavenly. I'm just messy, girl. I'm just messy. But when you get called out for being messy, you're like, I don't know. I don't know where this is coming from. Why me? Why me? Because you are two-faced. That's why you. Anyway, he gave this interview to Funky Dineva. And really, in my opinion, the whole interview was to talk about the firing at TGIF and to do his friend, what's her name? I can't think of the girl's name. Claudia, not Schiffer, Claudia Jordan, a favor and blame everything on Al so she doesn't look like the bad guy. But everybody's on to you, Claudia. You're never going to look like the good guy. Now she, because, she blocked me when I said that you're not a black girl anymore and stop pretending like you don't know why you're so messy or you don't understand anything, and everything is, my mom is white and I don't understand. You understand exactly what you're doing. You are a troublemaker. Okay. There's a reason why a lot of black women do not like you. You've been messy wherever you go, not just on TGIF. You be mad at yourself. You dropped that bag. You got into Armand's ear and he went and did your dirty work for him. Now, Armand is just naive, okay? He's just naive. Up until this point, Perry, what are your thoughts on Carlos?
I think Carlos is a selfish, conniving.
Conniving, oh my God.
Wanna be diva, right? Because you notice every time, regardless who he ever mess with, I love all the ladies. Come on. Oh, we've been friends forever. But at the end of this interview, as soon as I get a chance to get some dirt, and he just used him for clicks and views, but Armand didn't give us, is it Armand? No, I'm sorry, not Armand. But
Al?
Funky Dineva. He used Funky Dineva. We've been friends for years and all this stuff, right? Funky Dineva been said these things of his childhood and different things. So it wasn't nothing new at that point.
Because there was a purpose. He wanted to get to the dirt. Go ahead.
And he needed Funky Dineva to say, oh, it's not Claudia's fault whatsoever. He just needed him to say that so he could kiss ass again, because he's a kiss ass and wannabe diva. And when I think of Carlos King personally, and I know you said I never say what you feel, but he said in the interview, people criticize him for what he do, and he don't mind it. So every time I think of Carlos, this song come to mind.
Nigga snitch, nigga hoe, nigga bitch, nigga snitch, nigga hoe, nigga bitch, nigga snitch, nigga hoe, nigga bitch, nigga.
Okay.
Reasons, right? I mean, because like, well, you know what? It's not just in my mind. Like, he would go if he needed you. Oh, I love you, Sharrell. You my friend.
Mm-hmm.
He'll kiss the rest of the bloggers' ass as long as they follow his format and kiss his ass. Well, this ain't the channel for kissing Carlos' ass.
No.
Now, he don't ruin. They fired him from Bravo before he ruined that. Shit, OWN should have been fired his ass, just in my opinion, at this point, from this year alone. And yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, just for this season alone. Not even somebody took their own life because of the show. Mm-hmm. Now, if I know it, you know it. They talked, everybody know what happened. And I just think it was just disgraceful. I tried not to say anything for the longest because the family didn't want to say anything about it for the longest, but I held it in till I couldn't anymore. Kiki Jabbar K'd herself. That's serious. You know why you want to keep shit like that quiet? Because you don't want anybody to know that happened on your watch. Mm-hmm. And it was because of the show. You know what the argument is about. I'm convinced you know. If I know, you know. If all the other cast members know, you know. Yep. You know what happened. You're messy. So I took a little clip of some of the things that I wanted to talk about. Did you want to say anything before I did it, Carrie?
Look, he's a user. He go from this person, but it's all for self, right? He act like people was his friends. He don't give a fuck about Dineva, Candy, Burrs. He don't give a fuck about none of these people. He only worry about Carlos. Just my opinion.
It's starting to look. I thought you were mean when you first said it.
I think that matters because I picked them up. Oh, I love all the ladies. you know, come on, pimp. No, hell you don't. His ass to go up, and then he had did something to us when we came out and said Candy Burrs got fired.
Oh right, yeah.
Came out, and now he, if he want to address something, we can address this. He tried to come back and act like we was liars.
I remember that. I remember. You got offended. I thought he was just...
No. He's seen the show. He know we saying this. He's wanting to kiss Candy's ass that she's fired, like we said, but try to get over the dungeon mess, right? Let me come out and say she wasn't fired. That way, maybe I can bring her on OWN or do something in the future with her. He's a fucking user. And if nobody knows this,
the nigga will lie.
He will. That's what he would do. Everything's about Carlos. He came up with a big thing. He got mad at the girl from Married to Medicine because she mistakenly, because she see you on the blogs all the time, so she called you a blogger.
Dr. Simone. Mm-hmm.
I'm not a blogger.
He said, I'm not a blogger.
Who the fuck are you? And in the interview, Funky had told him how much he made. He was like, really? One day I can make that? Look, you know what you can make. And producing my ass, you trying to produce yourself on YouTube and copy all the bloggers. And that's a fact. Trying to copy Tasha K. You want to. Okay? Now, what last producer have you seen on tour? None. Most of them. Now, actually, if you name a producer, you probably wouldn't know what he looked like because they're behind the scenes. But all his life, being a family, I think he got 10 siblings or whatever the hell he said today. He probably lacked attention. And now he's out there trying to get it now. But that's fine. No,
I said we say how we feel. God damn, Perry.
I mean, and watch, he'll try to use Dr. Heavenly too. But she probably onto it and figured, she'll get rid of the flat tire when need be.
Well, no, how's it going to work with Dr. Contessa now that she's returning? Carlos King is going to kiss her ass because if he thinks you will out him or won't like you or don't like him, then he tries to make up for it. But let's talk about this interview. I'm going to play a clip And I'm going to stop these clips. These are all the things that I wanted to talk about. Lisa says, I miss you both. I'm glad that you are back and doing well. Perry, how are you feeling?
I'm doing good.
Good.
I'm back, I think.
All right, so let me, and you can tell me to stop this whenever, Perry.
Okay.
I just wanted to go over a few things. Now, in the beginning, he said that him and Carlos are friends, so Funky Dineva is friends with Carlos. And I could see Carlos calling him up. Things are slow. He wants another big interview. Come on, Dineva, Quentin. He probably calls him Quentin. Come on, Quentin. Tell us what happened. Come on my show. Come on my show. Quentin came on the show, but he was being used. He came out. He did this interview because he wants to put all the blame on Al. And he wants to do Claudia that favor. And Claudia, I'll get to her in a minute. This girl, oh my goodness. So here, I took a couple notes.
Been sued before, not before. You've been sued by other reality stars or celebrities.
No, I think Chris Stokes filed suit against me. Sharrell filed suit. Couple other people have tried, but they just always get thrown away. They always get thrown. You know, people try. It's very, very, very hard to prove defamation or whatever. And then you'll find a lot of times that these celebrities, the new game is we don't even want to win. We just want to bankrupt you. You know what I'm saying? We just want to bankrupt you. So we just want to get you, caught up in court. And it's funny because you have to defend it, because if you don't, they'll get a default judgment against you. Then you will owe. But that's the name of the game now. So all you bloggers out there, on all that messy shit and just running with stuff, chill out.
I wanted to comment on this. Haven't I been saying this from day one? And all of the Love and Marriage Huntsville people got mad because I would say stay out of court.
Yeah.
Defamation is very, very hard to prove. The only thing you're going to waste if you take another blogger or anyone to court on defamation, all that's going to happen is you're going to waste money. Perry, how much money would you say you wasted on one lawsuit, the last one?
Probably at least $70,000 to $80,000.
And he's not lying. Perry has spent well over $200,000 on lawsuits. So when I'm telling you guys this, I thought I was being helpful, but they got upset and said, you don't know what you're talking about. Try to stay out of lawsuits. And now Funky Dineva is right. A lot of the celebrities will sue you with no intention of winning. The only thing they want to do is bankrupt you. Just wanted to tell you guys that. Let's keep going on. Anything that you want to say about this, Perry, before we move on?
Oh, no. I just hope, how flaky he might get. He might try to strike something, but all this is fair use. And,
Carlos can't strike my video because this is fair use. Now you can try it.
Yeah.
And you can try it if you want to, and depending on my mood, your ass might get struck back. Okay, let's keep going because I don't play that.
Armand mature a little bit, so
this is what he talks about, Armand Wiggins. And so everybody says that Armand Wiggins is so immature. I think the whole internet says it now. You're the first person to come out and say it. Now, I seen Armand a couple days ago. Somebody sent me something, and he says that he knows he's immature and he's going to try to do better. That's what he said. Let's hope you keep your promise, Armand.
And that's the thing. He has talent. He's just immature. But when you try to tell him you can do better if you didn't do the stupid shit, he don't want to listen. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, Armand, everyone's telling you you're immature, grow up, but you admitted it, and so stick to it. It's time to grow up. You let Claudia play you like a sucker, and now you don't have a job.
he can really get everything that the universe has for him. And I'll say it on camera because I'll say it to his face. Armand, you do need to grow up a little bit. You need to grow up a lot a bit. And I think once he grows up a little bit and matures, I think that the universe is definitely going to open up and give him all the things that he deserves.
I just wanted to play that because it's so true. Armand, you are so immature. Perry has told you this for years. Like, grow up. You're always overreacting. You're always saying something dumb and irresponsible, you know, and you must want my blessings or some kind of, he wants me to like him, I'm thinking. He wants me to like him. No, I don't do that. I like who I like and I don't like who I don't like. I don't owe you shit. Nothing, not even a congratulations. And the next time you try to pull my name into anything, I guarantee you're going to be sorry. Like, grow up. Everybody noticed you have a lot of talent. Grow up. I can't say it enough. Let's keep going.
There was an incident, and this is just from me, like, piecing together things from all the blogs and stuff. There was an incident where Claudia got a screenshot of a text message from Al. And in the text message, he had said, and I'm only speaking about this because she's made it be known because I don't want to be in nobody's mess. She got a screenshot from Al where he had said something unfavorable about her to Nene Leakes. Okay. And it got back. You know, Claudia saw it, and that at that time had created a big shitstorm, and we got through it. So I thought. And the reason why I say so I thought is because now in present day, a lot of what I'm seeing online is people regurgitating or repeating that Claudia says, you know, Al was talking about her and that's when shit went wrong. You know what I'm saying? And so I thought we had got over that. I'm guessing maybe we never did. Mm-hmm. I'm guessing. I don't know.
You know what happened. Listen, Claudia got upset with Al because he was friends with Nene Leakes. Whether he sent Nene Leakes a text, said it on the phone, it doesn't matter. That's his friend. Nene Leakes was Al's friend way before the show. Mm-hmm. He wants to say that everything happened because of Al, and Funky wouldn't do it. That show no longer exists because of Claudia Jordan. And she's just not messy on this show. She's messy on every show. Did you see her on The Real Housewives of Atlanta? This is why people don't like Claudia. She's messy. She's a troublemaker.
She's messy in her own life. That's why she can't keep a man.
Carlos is trying to throw you under the bus. Let's keep listening. You got anything to say, Perry, before I go on?
No, that was it.
Okay.
That's just.
There's been said that allegedly Al would contact producers, human resources, and do a lot of complaints and was a diva behind the scenes. Would that be true?
I don't know what.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you see what I see? He keeps trying to throw Al under the bus for his buddy Claudia.
Yeah. Well, you know, but didn't he go behind stage once and just talk to a producer about her? Just give me something that I can save my girl Claudia with. Because I know it can't be her fault. It's all Al's fault.
It's no saving Claudia. She has to be accountable for what she did and the trouble that she made for no earthly good reason. This is your highest paying job and you mess it up because you're messy. And there is a long track record of you being messy. This isn't just the first time. We might, maybe, but you have a track record of being messy and starting shit.
And what it is, Sharrell, and I was just watching this. And I'm trying to figure out Carlos, but Carlos is just a clout chaser because most of the things he do is for himself, but he can throw Al under the bus because he don't see no potential there. Mm-hmm. But the ladies, I love all the ladies that's going somewhere so they can take my ass along with them. So I think Claudia got a chance to go on to do other things, so he got to protect her. Now
he's just being messy. He's trying to put everything. First of all, We've been through this. Why are you bringing this up? Why are you doing Claudia this solid? It makes no sense. Leave Al alone.
He's
We
trying
can
to.
see in our own eyes what happened. He's trying to rewrite history again, just like he tried to do with the whole dungeon thing. I don't know where that came from. I didn't say that. I didn't get fired. And that's what all the blogs are saying, that you got fired and you're the only one that say you didn't get fired.
Yeah, now he's messy. And what he's trying to do, though, he's a conniver, right? So he's probably trying to just kiss ass. He's a troll. Al does him no good. Claudia, you know, just like when he left Bravo, the only shows he covered was Bravo, not the sorry ass Huntsville shit. None of his sorry ass shows, right? But what he probably thinking is that, you know, Al is no good to me. I don't need that loser. But Claudia, maybe I can start my own GTIF on my channel and I can use Claudia. No, I'm telling you how users think.
You guys, listen. Perry has been telling me way before all of this, Carlos is messy. Carlos is messy. And I kept saying, no, stop. He's a black man trying to make it. Stop. But after this Love and Hunts, after the Kiki Jabbar situation, and I understand why the cast members don't want to say anything, because that's serious.
Uh-huh.
I was just like, how do you treat people like that? And, you know, it's just a mess.
And
Sorry,
then
go ahead.
Whether you're a black man, white man, Asian, it don't matter. Like people say, "Well, hey, how can Perry come out to another black man?" No, I'm just telling you the truth from my perspective. That's it. And color don't have anything to do with it. But if you a troll, you a fucking troll.
Who's a troll?
Carlos.
Perry, you're just kidding. Ridiculous.
No, he is like he's a wannabe. Remember blogging was so beneath him.
Oh, I was so offended when he said that.
Where is he at now? Is he on national TV on OWN doing his interview? No, his ass on YouTube.
I don't know why he said that, why he lied. I don't understand. And if you're the audience member, you don't see it. But I'm telling you, just like I predicted, or I gave Armand 3 months, and in 3 months, in 1 year, Carlos will be off the internet because all of this stuff is gonna start coming out. I'm telling you. Millimeters, regular fans, millimeters, martellometers, whatever. All the fans at Love and Marriage Huntsville hate Carlos King because they get a inside view of what is going on. But if I don't watch that show, I don't know what's going on. And he knows they hate him. And he said, this is what he said the other day, I get blamed for everything. Yeah, because you're the producer of the show. Right. You're supposed to be blamed for everything. But not only are you not just the producer, you keep mess going. You keep mess going. I just wish that one day the whole cast of Love and Marriage Huntsville comes out and truthfully tell their stories. He told me this. He told me that. He said I can do this. He said I can. They need to come forward.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
No, I mean, he
what's going.
No, I was going to say this. He strictly don't care about nobody else's lives, whether it's a reality show or not. He's out for Carlos. Do this, he'll lie. He don't care if the girl's friendship break up.
Yeah.
So he don't care if the marriage break up. It's all for him, is what I'm saying. Yeah. Like he's sort of cuckoo up here. and all, I mean, just that thirsty for attention and fame. That the shit went so far. Just go back to all the stuff he don't have from the dungeon.
Yeah, now, that was horrible.
The K-ing. Now this is now, and have no remorse about it. The only thing he want the story to die down.
Yeah.
So nobody look at him side-eyed. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, also too, I wanted to say these reality shows, these cast members they go through a lot for little pay. For little pay. Bloggers make more than cast members. And so the Love and Marriage Huntsville cast, they were under a lot of stress induced by their boss. And if they could all just sit down and talk as a team and start sharing stories, I think they will come forward. But the show would have to be canceled. I'm hearing it's being canceled, but they still need to come forward. They should just come forward. Let's keep going.
And obviously, YouTubers make more than producers too. That's why his ass over here.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
On after I left, when I was there, when I was there, from my vantage point, that wasn't a thing. I'm pretty confident in saying that that's probably something that came about after I left. But when I was there, that wasn't a thing. None of us liked the damn producers. If I'm being honest, like, so there was no buddying up to the producers because none of us liked them. That wasn't going on when I was there. Now, if it was going on after I left, I don't know.
See, Funky Dineva is being very graceful. He knows that there was a lot going on. Did you forget that Claudia fired Al for saying sorry to Nene Leakes on camera? Because she hated Nene, she wanted Al to throw away his friendship with Nene Leakes. What I say on my off time to my best friend or my girl that I've known a long time is my business. Now, if he said it on the show, hey, you know, Nene don't like you, that's one thing. But what I say in passing to my friends should have never made the air, let alone fire somebody about it. Funky Dineva knows the secrets and he's not letting it out. He knows that Claudia talked about him like a dog when he left. So, but he doesn't want to cause trouble. And so he's being polite, he's being professional, but your buddy know what's up because I'm sure Claudia told him.
What is it that you would like to say about your friendship with Al? Because there is this perception that, again, you know, he's a diva, he's this, and I know that you two are close. What would you say about his character and his personality and who he is that the world doesn't see?
Now, I want to know who called Al a diva.
That want to be
Who
diva.
called Al a diva? Al was so quiet on that damn show. I mean, I'm sure he's a nice guy and all that, but he was the quiet one. What you did, no matter how you like about someone, getting Armand to roast somebody like that is wrong. The roast was wrong. And when Armand matures, maybe he'll tell you that was wrong.
Right. And what Carlos trying to do is get Funky to attack Al by saying, yeah, he always walked around like a diva. You know, Carlos is messy. He's messy. But you notice he didn't ask, well, tell me more about your friendship with Claudia. Because he didn't want to hear that shit. Now he wanted to just portray it as Al being the person who messed things up. Go ahead, Sharrell.
Not know.
So I don't think, me personally, I don't think that Al is a diva. And he didn't exemplify diva qualities when we were there. Honestly and truthfully, when I was there, Al was the most insecure of the three of us. You know what I'm saying? And he was always like, kind of like worried, you know what I'm saying? Like worried that he wasn't doing good, or worried that people didn't like him, or, you know, he always had to have his notes and stuff. And he always kind of felt, you know, a little inferior to Claudia and I, because he was like, you know, you guys are more experienced than this, you know. I did not experience any diva-like behavior.
And that's what I wanted to comment on. I felt like he wanted to go after Al, and Funky just wouldn't do it. Dr. Bonji says, yesterday, Carlos announced that Love and Marriage, Huntsville, DC, Detroit, and Bell Collector are now available on Max. I enjoyed this interview. That has nothing to do with Carlos King, the same way that TLC plays their show on Max, and I believe it's WeTV. That's between the network and HBO Max. Carlos didn't have anything to do with that. They do that to a lot of shows. I think they're putting a lot of shows on HBO Max,
Yeah.
and maybe what is it called? Prime, the one where the movies come out too. I can't think of the name of it, but yeah, I mean, so you'll be able to catch them on these apps, the replays and stuff like that. I'm going to talk about 90 Day Fiance in a minute too, because that's crazy. Anyway, listen, this is all old. Funky had a chance to talk about it. He didn't want to talk about it. So now, why are we still talking about it?
And he did well. I mean, not to let Carlos sabotage him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's all it was. You know,
Yeah.
as soon as Funky came out, he was all on his balls, just licking. You know, hey, you the greatest, you the king of it. Motherfucker, a week or so ago, you was the king of social media.
It's a
You
mess.
know, I mean, he's just too much for me.
Let's see what these people are saying. The like button must be broke. It's not moving. Okay, thank you, Lisa. Y'all click that like button.
Like whether you like it or not, it's free.
I have nothing bad to say about Al at all, nor Funky. I don't either. I
Right.
mean, and we're not going to. Like, what happened was only a shame for Armand and Claudia. He was scared of Funky. Y'all think he was scared of Funky? I'm so done with Angela on 90 Day. Oh, God. It's no secret that I don't like Angela. I quit talking about 90 Day for how long have we not been talking about it? Years now. I just quit talking about it. So there's no reason for her to bring up my name, which she does. She loves attention. She might not want to bring up my name because you don't never know what I'm going to say. I would really think twice before bringing up my name. You don't know what I'm going to say because remember, you told us a lot of shit, you fake bitch. Okay, it says the show is not all about her and she talks all over everyone. She's terrible. I hear somebody told me too that what's her name? Not Usman. Michael left Angela and has a girlfriend. Somebody told me that. They will all be fine. Armand is doing good on YouTube. Al is doing good on YouTube. I don't know what Claudia is doing, but she'll be all right. Let me tell you what she's doing, since we don't know what she's doing. Claudia is giving interviews. So I said, I said to Claudia, I was just upfront because I know she was in the chat under the alias, saying why Black women aren't so forgiving towards what you said, because you won't even acknowledge it. Like a true apology, comes with why I did that. Mm-hmm. How I see things differently now. It's never been discussed. And someone said that Tasha K said something, I don't know. Black people, women are upset with Claudia because of the racist, colorist remarks that she made. It is so damaging in our community. It's just so damaging. So now I should play this clip. Here she is giving an interview talking about how Black she is and how she goes to HBCU and the KKK came after her one day. Oh, that's not how you be Black. Talk about how I stand up for my people. I should play the clip. Claudia's a joke. Girl, if you are sorry for what you did, you would just stop doing it. But you go around giving explanations of why you are being mistreated. Oh, I can't with Claudia.
She go around feeling entitled. It's her problem.
She did say it was because of how she grew up with her Italian. Oh, how much do we have to hear? I don't understand how to be Black because my mom is white. And now all of a sudden you understand how to be Black. Girl, stop. Still don't agree with what she said. I can't agree with what she said. I am an African-American woman. She also laughed at Jennifer when she found out Jennifer was essayed. Jennifer Williams? Oh, Pia, I know you be telling the truth. I hope that didn't happen. We need to talk about 90 Day this reunion. Well, everybody's asking me to cover 90 Day Fiance again. My daughter-in-law straight out and came out and said, no, you've got to cover it. Should we, Perry? Because, once we cover it, I'm never going to like Angela, so I'm not going to say nothing nice.
Trash.
Let's see. It happened on the first 15 minutes. That must not be talking about last one. That's bull. Her mom's people were Italian and her dad's folks were in Rhode Island. She should know how to be black. Yeah.
Right.
And from her dad's family, if she hung out with him. I don't know. She just says things that are so offensive. Calling black men orangutans was not funny to me. Go ahead.
Yeah, she walk around and act like she need instructions on how to be black.
It's just, this interview was so unnecessary. This interview was done for clicks and views for Carlos King. And I understand that a lot of people don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but one day it's going to come out. I give Carlos King 1 year on the internet, and they're going to run him off the internet. Just like the people at Love and Marriage Huntsville, the audience cannot stand Carlos King.
No, they can't.
They go in on him. I'm not making this up, because they get a different idea of what's going on, and they know the things that he's doing behind the scenes. He's just trouble. And you don't have to be that messy to be successful in life. You don't. Do you have any words of advice for Carlos King, Perry?
Stop being two-faced and sit his ass down somewhere.
All right. So that wasn't.
If you're going to produce, stop blogging, just produce. And you might come out with better results. It's that greedy kid that got his hands in 15 cookie jars.
You keep saying that money is what causes Carlos to do the things that he does, right?
It's money, fame, and attention, which is probably something he didn't have. 10 people, I'm sure they didn't have the money, so now he's trying to get the money. He probably got overlooked.
I mean, I know that he devastated Phaedra's life. She got fired. Candy hated her, still hates her to this day, and he just scurried on to the next as if he didn't just destroy the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Right. And for Love and Marriage Huntsville, he didn't give a fuck about Melanie and Martell's family. When I say family, he's worried about ratings. He don't care if Martell ever see his kids, if they can reconcile any kind of way just for the family. He don't care.
Oh my God, Perry, we've been talking about this for a whole hour.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's not your fault. We just went on a rampage. But anyway, that interview was useless. At least Funky Dineva didn't cause any more trouble. It's time to move on. Nobody wants to hear about it. We all know what happened. They got fired, and now it's time to move on. Let me move on to the next one. I want to talk about Simone Biles. Let me see if I can find the article. Hold on. Okay, so this is messy. And I got to do it really quick because I didn't realize I talked up all the time. All right, so Simone Biles, in my opinion, is the greatest gymnast of all times, even though she fell. So what? How many gold medals did she just get this time? I believe you said 4 gold and 1 silver, something like that.
Yeah.
She is the best. But she has this, huh?
I said she's most definitely the GOAT. I mean,
she's the GOAT. She's the GOAT. One of her fellow gymnasts, her name is Mykayla Skinner. She, before the Olympics, was upset, made a public comment. She said that a bunch of her teammates are not hard workers and not talented. Okay. And no, that's the wrong one. Hold on. Let's see if they have the thing up here. And they got upset. And of course, she apologized. And in her opinion, they went on. So Simone posted this picture. And under the picture, I wish I had the caption. It says, "This is how," I got to find it. Untalented losers look, right? And of course, she's the champ. And so, according to Mykayla, this made a lot of people give her death threats, right? So she comes out and asks Simone, damn near in tears, please make it stop, Simone, please. Because but for you posting that, I wouldn't be treated this way. I'm going to play what she had to say. But first of all, let me say this. I can't stand people that become victims. You said what you said, okay? I don't believe no one's giving her death threats over something she said. What she didn't like is that Simone checked her ass.
Mm-hmm.
How lazy am I to get 4 gold medals and 1 silver? But you know, the people that play victims, you know what I'm talking about. You know the type.
Yeah.
You're the initiator, and then all of a sudden you become the victim. Let me see if I can pull up this. What are your thoughts on that, Perry?
No, I mean, it just sounded like she wasn't expecting a response, and when she got it, she couldn't take it, and now she just wanted to go away.
Well, do you think people are giving her death threats?
In my opinion, I would say no. Why
No one's
would
calling her.
nobody even know her name until she started typing?
Oh my God. No one's calling her. But here's a little bit of her. Let's see if I can find it. I won't even say a lie. Just this.
Else entirely when that turns into cyberbullying or even worse. Watching people cheer on the bullying, which has led to threats of physical harm to me, my husband, and our daughter, is disgusting. So please, at this point, I am just asking for it to just stop for the sake of my family, because enough is enough. So why I'm here is because about 4 weeks ago, I made a comment about work ethic and what seems to be taking place with the rising generation. To be totally clear, I take 100% responsibility for poorly articulating the point I was trying to make. And the last thing I wanted was to cause harm or offend our US Olympic team. I know these women are incredible, the very best of the best, and almost all of them are my former teammates who I have enjoyed very much cheering on the last few years. I posted a video apology on Instagram, and I followed up with a written apology, and I sent individual messages to each of the women on the team. Only Simone had responded, and she told me that she was proud of me. You guys can imagine my surprise last week when I was celebrating our team winning gold, just to see this brought up all over again by a caption on an Instagram post. If Simone truly believes that I called our team lazy and lacking talent, and if that's really how she feels, I am really heartbroken over it. But not just heartbroken because it isn't how I feel or even what I previously said, but heartbroken because Simone's latest post and others that followed it fueled another wave of hateful comments, DMs, articles.
Okay, so she goes on to say that she had death threats, blah, blah, blah. Harry, oh my God. How come I feel no sympathy for her? None.
Because
The nigga will lie.
look, she should have just came on and asked for forgiveness and said, "I know I
Yeah.
better." But really, I don't think Simone and everybody else sending threats. If
No one's sending her death
I'm
threats.
just saying, so maybe if she come on social media like she's saying and come out, if you're gonna take 110% responsibility, come out and say you was damn fucking wrong for posting it. And you know, you ask for forgiveness. Then the people who are upset, they'll calm down because you came correct. But now you just crying these tears, fake ass tears. It's not gonna work.
Let me take a couple comments. Somebody called her Karen. Where did that go? Hold on. No, here it is. Bye, Karen. Like, girl, no one's giving you death threats. Mykayla, why are you lying? You're just embarrassed that you said it and you got caught and you were wrong because they're not acting lazy and untalented. It's so obvious she's trying to clout chase off Simone and steal her moment. I can look at it that way too. Like, this girl is really killing it. We don't care if she failed yesterday. Nobody's perfect, but she's doing an amazing job, and she is the best gymnast, in my opinion, in the world of all times. She wanted to take the attention in any way she can. He skills didn't win it for her. Apparent. Oh, her skills didn't win. Okay.
And so, and you get the figure too. She said former teammates. So it sounds like a bitter person that was a gymnast that had a baby and can no longer compete, and you didn't want to see those other women win.
It's so really giving jealousy, Mykayla. Stop. And the tears, it's just too much. She better knock it off before we take over volleyball. Next, and skateboarding. Y'all are funny. It's overkill. She's just looking for attention. She needs to take several seats right away. All right, you guys, I didn't overtalk. I try not to stay on too long. Perry, did you want to say any words, anything? Because I didn't get to.
I'm good. And
I think we said enough.
I'm back still better. It's hot as hell in Vegas, 113. But
it's 113 today?
Yeah.
I just want to say I want everyone to pray for me in this heat, even though I chose to move here. It's really unbearable. All right, Perry, if that's it, take us out.
All right, everybody. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, everybody.